following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's Livestreams.
Is behind him in the formation. And the handoff is going to go to Henschel. Henschel's got a gap and a seam. Henschel pile driving his way forward. Henschel to the end zone. Arms up for the Fond du Lac touchdown.
A Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got it to the end zone. His second touchdown of the day.
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg.
Hello, everybody, and welcome here to Mayville High School as the Mayville Cardinals take on the Watertown Lutheran Prep Phoenix. See, I didn't even say Lutheran Prep. I was pretty good on that one. Justin's one-time matchup we got going on here, Jordan.
Yeah, newest volleyball coaches poll released today, this afternoon, and Luther Prep up 3 spots from 7 up to 4. We saw Lake Country Lutheran. They actually dropped from 3 down to 7 in week number 2, despite all of their losses last week. Coming to Division I opponents, and then obviously not dropping a set at all against at the Laconia tournament. So at the Laconia tournament. So a couple of head scratchers there, but we're here for Mayville Luther Prep tonight, and Prep is a top 4 team in the state according to the coaches poll. So team in the state according to the coaches poll. So this
home remodel or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your project. Go to www.
Soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Welcome back here on the pregame show on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. Here with Coach Alan Capps. Coach, you guys had that big tournament in Hartford. I'll start there with you guys. I know Jordan, he talked to me a little bit about it. It seemed you guys had a one tough match, but seemed you guys played some tough opponents and did very well there.
I think it's, you've done this gig long enough that you know coaches, we're never happy with anything. And I'm not real thrilled with how we played that day. I kind of gave our girls, on our first match on the first Tuesday of the season, we were playing outdoors, Battle of the Marsh. I don't think we played exceptionally well that night, but I was willing to give it a little bit of, hey, we're out. There's a lot of action going. The media's here. We're playing outdoors. I know we got 2 wins that night, but I don't think we played our best volleyball. So I was all excited. We're going to Beaver Dam. And our first match, we should have been, that we played. I want to be gentle to some of the teams, but not great teams. Some of them, yeah, they're Division I, but I don't judge us by what division. I judge us by what we're capable of doing. And we just really, nothing was clicking. It just, it just wasn't good volleyball. And, we had a match that got out of our hands and should have won it in 2, ended up losing it in 3. And so I'm just grumpy. And so I was probably after Beaver Dam, I was the grumpiest 5-2 coach you've ever seen. So we went to Omro on this last Thursday, and my girls were laughing because we were winning 12-10 in the first set, and I called a timeout, and I kind of chewed a little bit just because I think that I don't mind just winning's not what we're about. I'm about working hard, and I don't think we were working hard, and that's the thing. You got to respect your opponent to work as hard as you can all the time. And so the girls came out, and they went on we went from 12-10 to 25-16 win, and 25-16, and then 25-9. And what I liked about the match that night, though, was sometimes when you're playing teams and you're getting those type of wins, you're getting a lot of errors from the other team. They're hitting out of bounds, they're serving into the net, out of bounds. I like that we had lots of kills, and not a whole lot of ace. We're not a big ace serving team, but we had a lot of dynamic kills. And the team was working hard. And when we work hard, I think you'll see tonight, we're really good. And so that was really kind of exciting.
So speaking of tonight, you're going to take on the 4th-ranked team in Division III in Watertown Lutheran Prep. Coach, this is a great for you guys. Thursday, you got Campbellsport coming up. This could be one of the best non-conf matchups to get ready for a big-time conference matchup coming on Thursday.
I thought exactly what you said. Actually, after the Hartford tournament, I thought that having Omro there to get us going, let's start conference, kind of, hey, this is real now, and then go to this fantastic Watertown Lutheran Prep to get us, take us up, and then we've seen. I got first row seats in Hartford, seeing Campbellsport. And they're good. Those sophomores aren't sophomores anymore. And so I think that's going to be a great match. But what we want to do is tonight, even though that we know that Luther Prep has Lorelei out there hitting and setting, our focus really is doing what we want to do tonight. And so, yes, we'd be silly not to try to make a couple adjustments on the team we're playing, but we're really focused on trying to run what we want to run tonight.
And while we're going to that, what are your 3 biggest keys tonight going into this match against Lutheran Prep?
Well, I think it all starts with us. We want to get our blocks, and I know that teams. I've done this. Chasing blocks is a fool's errand, but when you're a big team like we are, and you have a lot of athletes, I want to put that big funnel the ball towards where we want to get funneled. So I think that's our first thing. I think our next thing is we definitely want to swing edges. We want to keep the ball out of the gut of the court, and so stay aggressive on that. And then we want to go to our middles, and the reason why is Leah Voskuil on Thursday took 10 swings, no errors, 8 kills. Bree had 7 swings, 1 error, the rest of them were kills. So when you can get a lot of kills coming from your middles, we want to try to pound the inside, and then we think that'll set up the pins. So early in the match, go to the middles. Late in the match, go to our pins.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight. We will be hopefully we'll get to talk to you after the game. You got anything else you want to shout out at?
No, I just thank you for all you guys do. We really appreciate your coverage of high school sports. The kids work so hard, and I just love the fact that they get a little bit of shout out.
All right, thank you, Coach. That was Coach Alan Capps here in the pregame show with Justin Schwartzman. We'll be back after these messages on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
All Phase HVAC sales and service is the go-to for heating, cooling, and geothermal needs. Whether it's sweltering summer days or chilly winter nights, they've got the perfect solution. Their team is dedicated to keeping homes comfortable year-round with top-notch installations and reliable repairs. Plus, they offer energy-efficient options that save money while keeping homes cozy. Trust All Phase for all HVAC needs and enjoy a comfortable home no matter the season. Call All Phase HVAC today.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee-owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere. Hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. Justin Schwartzman here with with Jordan King, and you didn't get a chance to listen to Coach Alan Kapp's interview, Jordan, but I know you were there in Hartford at that tournament. And the first thing he said is, you know this for as long as you've done this, that coaches are never really happy with how they play. Maybe only lost one match at Hartford, but
they lost three. They went
3-3
at Hartford. Yep. 3-2. Excuse me. Sorry, 3-2.
Yep, 3-2.
And both of their losses were to Division I schools. So right, like you lose to Wauwatosa West was a quality team. And by the way, Campbellsport cleaned them up and swept them. But that does not. You can't just use the associative property, as we know that's a dangerous thing to do in high school sports. I thought Mayville played pretty well, but they just got into a slump in the middle of the day. They went 1-2 in group play, and that's why they ended up in the silver bracket as opposed to being in the gold bracket along with Campbellsport. But then, you got to give them credit. They had the break, they rebounded, they figured some things out, and then they looked really good in their 2 silver bracket matches. So, not sure what Coach Capps told you. I thought, I was just impressed with the response, and at this point in the season, I think that's kind of got to be your goal. Is like you're not going to play the best volleyball right now at this point in the season. So when you have the lumps, how do you respond to them? That's kind of we saw that with Laconia over the weekend. Like when you have a couple of matches that don't go your way, how do you bounce back from those? And I thought Laconia did a nice job this weekend. I thought Mayville did a nice job last weekend, and obviously took care of business last week to get the conference started underway the right way with a sweep of Omro as well. So big test tonight, and I think kind of regardless of how this one goes, if you were able to win this, how do you spur that on to a big match on Thursday? If things don't go your way tonight, you gotta flush that down the drain, because Thursday's a massive, massive, massive match in the race that is the Flyway Conference, coming up against probably your biggest rival in terms of, I know Lemire is a big rival, but Campbell Sports kind of been that. They have the same high, we talk about the talent in that junior class. These girls have played against each other a ton, and so that's a big one on Thursday too. But good litmus test here tonight against one of the best teams in the state in Division III.
And it's a good time for it. I mean, you don't really, during the middle of the season, you don't see a ton of non-con matchups, but to have it the same week you're going to play Campbell Sport, I mean, it's one of those things where you're looking at it where you said, if they lose, you got to flush it.
Yep.
But even if you compete and lose tonight,
yeah,
like if this is a 5-setter, you're going into Campbell Sport and you're feeling really good about yourself with them being the 4th team in the state in Division III.
Yeah, my message, if I was Coach Capps, and he's way smarter and better at this than I am, but my message would be, guys, this is a week that has all the opportunity in the world. You go 2-0 this week, there's going to be a lot of people that think you're one of the best teams in this division if you go 2-0 this week. You go 2-0 this week, you're going to be the favorites in the Flyway Conference. You go 2-0 this week, we got all the momentum in the world. So it's a big week for Mayville, and a big opportunity for them to showcase what they've got. And what they have is a ton of talent, a ton of size, and we'll see how that plays out against Luther Prep here tonight.
For the Cards, leading in kills per set is Lillian Mansueto with 2.7, the outside hitting junior. The freshman, Brielle Ehlers at 1.8 kills per set, and then Leah Voskel at 1.6 kills. She leads in hitting percentage with 37.3%.
That's massive.
And then Ehlers with 35%. And then you go down to Mansueto with 17.5%.
Yeah, Mansueto swings so much. That's kind of the point there. But like I said, when we called that Battle of the Marsh, Ehlers was so impressive. For that to be her first action in varsity sports was pretty incredible. And Leah Voskel is same thing. Like 2 middles that are as good as you will see. And not having gotten to watch Prep this year, I don't know if Prep's seen 2 middles like that. If they haven't, they could be in for a rude awakening.
You don't see it a lot of times either, that you're leading in kills per set. Leads you in digs per set with 4 as well. We know Mansueto's very good defensively, and that was the thing that Coach Cap said before the season, that he was waiting to see what she would grow with offensively. Defensively, it was always there. It was growing offensively.
Yeah, and I would say so far so good. She leads the team in kills per set, so I think she's taken the steps that he's wanted her to take. She's a captain this year along with Leah Voskel and their libero Marissa Vanderschaft. So these are 3 juniors that have been asked to take on a leadership role, because Kaya Harris is their only senior on this team. So they've had some juniors that have been in this program that now they got to start to be the ones that lead the way, and I think Mansueto is a good example of someone who's done that.
And we're going to flip the script. We're going to talk about Luther Prep here. Led in kills per set with 3.0 from Lorelei Candler, just a sophomore. And then you go to Emma Neihart with 2.1 and Allison Schutman with 2.1, just a sophomore as well. So a younger team as well. I think they have 3 seniors or 4 seniors on this team, if I remember correctly.
Yep, 4.
Yeah. 5, yep. Okay, so Neihart leads in hitting percentage with 34%. Then Candler with 32%, and Schutman with 29.7%, so 30%.
Yeah, so I mean, Neihart, 6 foot, right? I expect her to be one of the middles. And what does that look like for Voskel and Ehlers, who maybe don't see that size all that often? And same thing for Neihart. Like, she's going to go up against a really good couple of middles. The Mayville block is no joke. But we'll see if Mayville can just put some pressure on Prep. Prep's only lost 3 sets to this point. They played 10 matches. Now, some of those are tournament matches, so they're only 2 or 3 setters, but they've only lost 3 sets in total, and they've both come to Mount Horeb, or all 3 have come to Mount Horeb, who's ranked up in Division II. So, quality team that they've lost to. Other than that, they've swept everything. And so, can you just maybe put a couple of sets together, or put a couple of points together, and maybe steal one here, give yourself some confidence?
I think biggest key would be winning that first set. You win that first set, the doubters, there's no doubt at that point.
No, yeah, and you can start to maybe put a little doubt in Prep's mind perhaps too. So it's going to be an uphill battle, but this is why they've played Prep the last handful of years in this program, and I think the reason why is because they know that they're going to have to play a team like this in the postseason, and you might as well get yourself exposed to it right early in the season here when you can learn some things and maybe take it into conference play.
So big-time non-conference matchup this week for Mayville. They'll take on Lutheran Prep tonight. They'll take on Campbellsport on Thursday. But we got Lutheran Prep coming up after this against Mayville. We'll be back up to these messages on Radio Plus Video Sports with the starting lineups for both teams.
You enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping. Enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway. Call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346 Tire. Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Upgrade your comfort and living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhang's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhagsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhags Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Angling only guide service.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. I'm going to give you the starting lineups for the Watertown Lutheran Prep Phoenix. First, we got a starter as a senior outside hitter / setter, Sadie Metzger. A middle hitter, senior 6-foot Emma Neinhardt. A middle hitting sophomore, number 11, Maddie Basold. A middle hitting outside hitter, number 11, Lorelei Candler. Outside hitter at 5'7", a sophomore, Allison Shootman. And a right hitter / setter, Lydia Basold, a senior as well. And the libero will be Elizabeth Kieselhorst, who actually has 5 digs per set That's those pretty good numbers right there, Jordan.
Yeah, and you know, that's why, you know, per set numbers are as important as they are, because her total digs are probably not anywhere near what most premier setter or back row players are, because they just haven't played that many sets so far this year.
118, if I saw the right way. And when you're winning every time, it's kind of nice, right?
Exactly. Yeah. When you don't have much that you feel like you have to do.
Running with the cards, a sophomore number 2, Megan Wendorf. And a freshman, number 6, Brielle Ehlers. The setter, a freshman, number 8, Neva Middlestat. Outside hitter, junior, number 9, Lillian Mansueto. Middle blocker, number 10, the junior, Leah Voskel. A right side / setter, and Bader actually leads, and come up here, a sophomore, leads this team in blocks so far this season. But Jordan, you talked about it, that she was dynamic at the net in that Battle of the Marsh. I think she probably had five or six blocks at a point, and you saw it, you understood.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yeah, and she had a stretch there where at the Hartford tournament where you know, she struggled a little bit and didn't play in one of their matches very much, but again, one of those that just she bounced back, and I think that was kind of a microcosm for Mayville as a team. So yeah, and by the way, we didn't talk about Neva Middlestat. We talked a lot about Brielle Ehlers, the freshman middle, but Neva Middlestat, I was really impressed. She, you know, Coach Capps put her on the outside, let her play around one of the matches at the Hartford tournament, and she looked pretty good swinging too. So if things, you know, Mayville has at times this year struggled to get some offense. They're very good defensively. We know Coach Tome and Coach Capps want to be really hard. They want to be the hardest team to play against. That's what they always say. But if they struggle to get offense going, maybe Neva Middlestat, maybe they let her swing a little bit again. And, you know, because we're going to see Reagan Hardesty as well, who's done a really nice job setting for them too.
The libero will be Miss Marissa Vanderschaaf, and she will come in to start in. Getting the serve will be the Cardinals to start. Middlestat will go back to the line. We're just about ready for some non-conference Division III volleyball. Dug out of the back row by the Phoenix. Roll shot on over. Deep in the back row, Vanderschaaf. It's at the Mansueto at the 10-foot line. Too far outside. It is a 1-0 Phoenix.
Yeah, not a tremendously powerful swing from Luther Prep that time, so a little frustrating from a Mayville perspective that you weren't able to get a better opportunity there for Lillian Mansueto.
Shootman serving. Middlestat pops it up. Mansueto from the 10-foot line again. Candler with the cross-court set over top of the block. I don't think this one's going to get a tip. They are going to give it a tip.
I think they called someone in the net, yeah.
We had a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be, there was multiple 2. No, I think that should be on.
I think they said
Bader.
0-2, so
Wendorf.
Wendorf? I'm not sure, but.
Yeah. Tip shot coming in the middle from Voskel. Left-handed swing down the line. A cross-court swing, a beautiful one from Luther Prep. They take a 3-0 lead. Good swing from Eden Kieselhorst. And she just checked in. Back the serve will be Shootman again. She's had a good run at the line. 3 straight points for the Phoenix. Out of the back row, Middlestat sets in the middle, tip shot for Voskel. And miscommunication between Candler and Nyhart. Cards get one to go. It's 3-1.
Yeah, it was a little surprising to see that. You know, as good as Prep has been this year, see an error like that early on communication-wise is a little shocking.
Good dig from Kieselhorst. Good job keeping alive. Shelf effort with a swing deep. Out of the back row. Candler to set again. A lefty Kieselhorst too far outside. It's 3-2. That was Eden Kieselhorst on the swing.
You know, we've seen Candler. This probably speaks to just how impressive her numbers are. We have seen her set everything. Now, I think they're going to run a 6-2. We'll see. But for her to have 3 kills per set while setting half the time,
kind of impressive.
Goodness me.
I would say it's probably more than kind of impressive. Maddie Vassal checks back in. Nyhart goes back to serve for the Phoenix. Mansueto digs it out of the back row. Middle set. DeVosco off the arms of Nyhart, not out of bounds. 4-3.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. If you get a good pass to Middlestat, she's shown the ability to put it right on the money to Voskuhl, and, well, that's what happens.
Voskuhl will go back to serve for the Cards. Candler setting once again. Tip shot. Mansueto is there. Middlestat goes to Shelfeffer on the near side. It's a little bit long. 5-3 lead for the Phoenix.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness, though, from Shelfeffer there, you know. We've seen her tip a lot here early in the season. Like, have a couple swings at it, and that's twice now she's kind of gone after it.
Lydia Bassel back to serve. Shelfeffer digs it out of the back row. Middle set with a back set. Big swing from Bader. Good dig. Candler gets it just off the hands of the block. Actually, I think it went off the top of the net. That's right. Nope, we're getting a touch there on that side. It'll be maybe Luther prep point. There's Candler's first kill.
Yeah,
I definitely thought that went off the block.
I agree. I think that was the right call from the – and that official's got the best view of it, too, or that line judge has the best view of it as well. So
6-3 Phoenix. Lydia Vassal back to serve once again for the Phoenix.
But there you saw the power that Candler possesses.
Big swing. Free ball coming over for the Phoenix. Cross court set to Candler. Another big swing off the arms of Mansueto. Not a whole lot you can do about that one. And Coach Capps wanting to have a conversation about it. 7-3 lead Phoenix. We'll take it with them. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestream.
With Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
Make your next fundraiser fantastic with a Leroy Meats Broad Fry in Fox Lake or Horicon. It's the tastiest way to raise funds for your local nonprofit group. Stop in or call to sign up today. While you're there, check out Leroy Meats' freshest cuts of meat, award-winning sausages, an amazing side, salads, cheese, heat and eat meals, and much more. Leroy Meats.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Lydia Vassal still serving for the Phoenix. Vandershoff digs it out of the back row. Shelfeffer with a high swing dug out by Kieselhorst. Set in the middle. Another big swing just a tad bit out. That one from the other sophomore, Maddie Vassal. Both sophomores from this Phoenix team got big swings.
Yeah, not a bad spot, you know, just a little bit loose with it. And Mayville needed that, you know, one more and you just felt like it was starting to get away from you. And get Reagan Hardesty out there. She's a good server, as you can see there.
Card's going to get a free ball. Hardesty, tip shot, way up in the net when blocking it was Kieselhorst. Kieselhorst goes back to Candler. Big swing off the block and down.
Yeah, Brielle Ehlers, the freshman, got there in a hurry, and there with Wenninger, and I think it was Ehlers, though, that ended up getting her hand on it. And
Card's going to get a chance at another free ball if a good serve from Hardesty. She'll set, and Shelfeffer can't get to it as Ehlers let it go, and a little bit of miscommunication there, trying to dodge him out a little bit. It's 8-5.
Yeah, Ehlers mistimed the jump, little off. We have, you know, that is one thing that Hardesty and Ehlers have been on the same page all season long so far, and just a little miscommunication there. Good effort by Shelfeffer to even get her hand on it.
Metzger served it into the back row. Set goes up and rolled over by the Cards. Cross court set. Candler with the swing and into the block and falls on the Cardinals' side. It's 9-5.
They're going to say that came back across to prep, so they pointed to Mayville, and that's the wrong call, I thought. Well, although Prep's coach said that's what she saw, so there you go.
Shelfeffer goes short off the tape and falls. It is 9-6 now.
You know, last year Shelfeffer was statistically their best server. And so a little bit surprising there to see her go into the net, although that was one of those that if it trickles over, it's the perfect serve, and otherwise you're giving up a point.
That one deep from Kieselhorst, the libero. 9-7. Vandershoff will go back to serve for the Cards. Bosco checks back in, takes out Brielle Ehlers. Vandershoff serves it to the libero on the other side. 10-foot line shot, a beautiful one. Rolls it into that back right corner. It was Allison Schutman, third on this team in kills this season so far. So they have 3 sophomores that are very good on this prep team. And one of them will be Candler going back to serve, and Mansueto didn't know if she wanted to hit it or not, and she ends up just, I don't know if they called her for a lift or a double. Probably could have called her for both.
Yeah, can't catch the volleyball.
Yeah. So an ace for Candler. She'll go back to serve again. She rips that one into the net. It's 11-8.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, it feels like Mayville's really never had the momentum here in this first set, but they're hanging right around, and a couple of loose serves from Prep have certainly helped that out. A couple of errors, but good job by Mayville to just hang in this thing.
Middlestat will go back to serve. Dug out of the back row by Prep. Candler sets in the middle off the top of the block and too far out. Bosco and Bader were there. Candler will get another kill.
Yeah, I think that's one where your block got there, and you got to be excited about that. And you know, you're going to have some of those that just don't go your way with really good players on the other side.
Wendorf digs it out of the back row, set in the middle, goes off the top of the block from Bosco. Joust at the net. Cards keep it alive on a good defensive play from Mansueto. Rolled over and off the block and down from Bader.
Coach Caps loves that. Great hustle by, I think it was Mansueto on that far side to keep it up, as you mentioned.
12-9. Cards just keeping this one right about at 3.
A chance here for Mansueto to dig into this thing even more. Oh, that's a good one.
Kieselhorst digs it. Candler set the back set, tipped way deep. Mansueto gets to it. Middlestat sets. Shelfeffer with a tip shot, and it's good.
More tremendous athleticism from Mansueto in that back row. Right there on the instant replay, you see it, just the ability to get up and tip that thing back and give Middlestat an opportunity.
Almost an overpass, tipped over way deep into the back row. Mansueto to Middlestat. Set. Bosco off the block. Bader keeps it up. Middlestat goes cross court to Shelfeffer. She'll lay a tip. Candler will get to her. Another cross court set goes to Eden Kieselhorst. Vandershoff out of the back row. Middlestat will get it over. Candler will set in the middle. Bassold goes deep. Middlestat with the back set to Bader. Bader way long. Good battle by the Cards, 13-10. Good rally there from both teams. Seen some good defensive flashes so far from both teams, Jordan.
For sure. If you're Mayville, it's just important to continue to side out here. You finally got it back to 2. Now a mistake, and you side out right away. That's how they got it. You just got it. This is not a team you're going to – I just said it with Laconia and Lake Country Lutheran this weekend. This is not a team you're going to rip off 8 points against, most likely. You just gotta lock back in and focus when you're on the serve-receive side of things and side out as quickly as you can.
Candler to Bassold, takes some off of that and finds the line, 14-11.
Yeah, that was a smart swing once again from Luther Prep.
Back and forth we go again. Back to serve will be Lydia Bassold this time. Shelfeffer digs it out of the back row. Middlestat with the back set to Bader. Bader with the swing off the block, and they get it down. It'll be Maddie Bassold with the block kill for Luther Prep.
Yep. Same thing here. You just shake it off and side out as quickly as you can, but Prep's starting to pass a little more sharply than they were early in the set.
Block's been there for Luther Prep as well. Shelfeffer with a tip shot off the block and down. Her second kill of the set, and an important side out, 15-12.
She's come to play in this first set. I'll tell you what, she had the service error, but other than that, she's been very good. A couple of nice plays at the net, a couple of nice tips as well, and as you mentioned, she's got 2 kills.
Hardesty will come in and serve. Gets that one over, dug out of the back row. Cross court set to Candler with the swing. It's deep. 15-13. Cards get it within 2. They've been stuck at that 3-point mark and finally get one to go. They're back within 2. Hardesty serves once again. Back row dig. Basselt with the back set to Kieselhorst. Good dig by Mansueto. Kept alive. Rolled over. Tip shot. Kieselhorst hits the dig. Candler will roll it over with a tip shot. Vandersharf will go up to Schelpfeffer on the near side. Cross court and got it to go. Another kill for Schelpfeffer. It's 15-14.
Yeah, this is as close as Mayville's been since, I don't know, 5-4, something like that. It's real early in this first set. And Reagan Hardesty continues to be very good from the service line.
Big swing and a big side out coming from the Phoenix by Maddie Vassell.
Yeah, but an important run there from Mayville to tighten this thing right back up. Prep was able to string a couple together, and Mayville responds with 3 of their own.
Metzger goes back to serve. Schelpfeffer out of the back row. Hardesty gets it to the 10-foot line. Knocked on over by Weniger. Cross-court set goes to Candler off the block and out of bounds. But you're right. The quality thing to say there for the Mayville is the block is getting there.
Yep.
It is there. Like it's
maybe a quarter step late. I mean, it's there, and it's not like it's coming down on that one went on their side, but it was more off the side of the block than anything. It's not like it's getting hit and coming down on their side of the net. It's getting skewed off to the side a little bit. So it's there. I think you just got to give credit to Prep that they're finding the outsides of the hands.
Cards down 18-14. We will step aside, run a couple of ads. We'll be back after this. Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams.
Your old-fashioned meat market in Horicon, Ripon, and Fox Lake. Find this week's lunch menu, coupons, and sale items at LeroyMeats.com.
At Mayville Savings Bank, we're a bank that is here for you, helping you save money instead of piling on service fees. We still take walk-ins, no appointment necessary. We're a bank where your loan is a local decision with friendly employees that still answer our phones. A bank that offers online and mobile banking. We're a bank where you're our best interest. Bank at the bank you own. Mayville Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. Vandersharf digs it out of the back row. Cross-court set goes to Weniger. She rolls it over, gets the tip off the fingers, and hits the line anyways. It's 15-18. A good side out, and every time they've had a timeout, they've gotten the side out they've needed from the Cards.
They have, and starting to move towards the later stages of this first set, so important juncture here for Mayville.
Schelpfeffer will go back to serve, a high ball. Out of the back row. Set to Candler here on this side, and it's a tad bit deep. 18-16. Block was there. She had to go around her over it, and that's why she was long.
Yeah, and if you're Mayville, you got to take advantage of this because Candler is for sure short of her average 3 kills per set. Not saying she hasn't played extremely well because she has, but offensively she's not where she usually is.
And a good swing from Schupman on the outside. 19-16. And right now, if you're Mayville, you got to try to get out of this funk of the side out, side out. I know you're content with doing it, but you need to get a string of 3 or 4 in a row at some point.
So difficult against a good team.
Kieselhorst with the serve. Wendorf takes it out of the back row. Mansueto goes cross court. Candler digs it. Back set. Near side. Blocked. Kept up in the air. Mansueto tips it over. Good dig out of the back row by Vassell. Candler with the swing into the net. 19-17.
Yeah, this is one where, we talked about it before the match. If you play well, you're going to take positives away from this. This first set has been very good so far for Mayville, and they are right in it here late to try to close something out.
Cross court to Schupman off the block and out of bounds. 20-17 lead for the Phoenix.
Again, they've just done, Prep has done such a good job of hitting that outside hand.
Candler will go back to serve for Watertown Luther Prep. Good call by Coach Capps. Could hear him visibly say, it's out. 2018.
Yeah, I was gonna scuff up those nice dress shoes he's got on.
I know.
So he knew it. But back within a pair, and what was kind of hovering between 4 and 3 and 5 is now kind of hovering between 2 and 3. So can Mayville string couple together? And that was so close to sneaking in off the block there. Once again, block got there and just, I don't know, 6 inches too far outside that line.
The big swing from Nyhard in the middle as well. Schutman goes back to serve. Wendorf has it go off her arms and off the foot of Vasco. And not what you needed if you're a Cards fan. You needed the side out there and try to go on a run. 22-18 going to be a little bit more difficult now.
That was an excellent serve. Just died when it got across, and tough play for Mayville to try to sneak forward on that.
Wendorf digs it out of the back row, set in the middle to Voskel. A high tip. Dug up by Vassal. Set. Kieselhorst goes cross court again. It's the second or third time she's done that and found it perfectly off the arms of Middlestadt, 23-18.
Yeah, I don't know if that was too close to the net for Voskel to really go after it, but it's a little surprised to see the tip there.
Vandershoff out of the back row. Going to be a tough play into the student section. It's set point.
Yeah, Coach Capps got to educate those students. You got to get out of the way. Let Mansueto dive into the stands there and make the play. She was there.
Off the tape and falls, an ace to win it.
Doesn't it
from Allison Schutman.
Always seems like that happens with 24 on the scoreboard, doesn't it?
It kind of seems that that's how it rolls. So Luther Prep wins this one 24-18, or 25-18. A good first set from both teams. Cards just kind of let it get away from them a little bit at the end. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams.
Quality and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Skyline Home Improvements, LLC is a proud sponsor celebrating 25 years. Cody and Dwayne are proud to be a 4-star certified CertainTeed single installer, offering up to a 50-year warranty on shingles and a 10-year warranty on workmanship. Whether it's a steel roof or rubber roof and shingles, make the right choice. Skyline Home Improvements, LLC. Free estimates, of course, from the football guys at Skyline Home Improvements. So what do you say? Let's get started on your home improvement.
You take steps to keep yourself in top performance. When was the last time you did the same for your home's air system? Annual maintenance from the experts at Surefire helps to extend the life of your system. Proper maintenance can be the difference in years for your home's air system and major savings in energy costs when it's running at its best. Keeping your home's air system at its best will help you stay at your best for what's really important. Trust your home with Surefire. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy, pre- and post-orthopedic surgery, to work and sports injuries, the staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to you and your recovery. Your personal care plan starts with a visit to Back in Action in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein. Back in Action, getting you back in the game. BackinActionRehab.com.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
Welcome back on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. Candler back to serve for Luther Prep. Off the arms of Wendorf. It starts the same way it ended with an ace for Luther Prep.
Man, she puts a lot of mustard on those things. It is hard to follow. We're so close to the court here with the camera. So I apologize that I'm a little tardy here on the.
We don't have a high.
When it's to the near, yeah. When it's to the near side here, it is hard to track.
She will serve once again. Goes back to Wendorf. Bader keeps it alive. Tipped on over by Mansueto. Candler will have to get it up. Does a great job getting it to Nyhart. Goes cross court to Mansueto with a big swing off the block. Falls to the floor. 1-1.
That was very athletic play there by Candler to, as you mentioned, get an opportunity there for Prep. I thought she might just try to backhand that one and try to find a soft spot in Mayville's defense.
Just a hair deep from Mansueto. It's 2-1.
Yeah, and this is one where you probably got to be just about perfect from that regard. Can't give away free ones at the service line. Because Prep gave you probably 4 in that first set, and you still came up a little bit short.
Big swing from Bosco, kept alive by Candler and Kiesel-Horst. Middlestat. Bader off the top of the net, and that's going to be 4. No block there. Metzger will retain serve for the Phoenix. 3-1 lead.
That was a great defensive play by Prep. Voskuhl got after that one a little bit, and just a little bit. I mean, just again one of those where you tip your hat.
Metzger goes into the net. 3-2.
See if Mayville can get Ehlers going. She had a quiet first set.
A very good serve from Bosco, and it finds the floor. It's 3-3. It was a tough play for Metzger to get to it, and not ready over on that far side was Schutman. Bosco goes back to serve again. Kiesel-Horst digs it out of the back row. Candler with the back set. Big swing from Vassold, and into the net. Went to Card.
Ehlers.
I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think anybody was getting to that swing from Lydia Vassell.
No, I don't think so either. And she's probably thinking, why'd you blow the whistle? I'd have had a kill. That's going to be 4-2.
Was a good effort from Bader to even try to get that one. It was a bad set from Middlestat. 4-3 lead. Nyhart serves for Luther Prep. Mansueto digs out of the back row. Middlestat. Shelfeffer has to readjust mid-flight to get to it. Schutman rolls it over to the far side. Middlestat with a set back to Shelfeffer with a swing cross court. Nyhart digs it out. Schutman will get it. A runner. And it'll fall in the middle of the Cardinals defense. It's 5-3.
And Coach Capps cannot believe his eyes on that one. That's one that you have to be able to track down on the defensive side.
Nyhart to serve once again for Luther Prep. Mansueto digs it out of the back row. Shelfeffer from the 10-foot line goes cross court. Candler set in the middle, off the hands and out of play. Good swing from Maddie Vassell. One of that sophomore to sophomore connection they had there. And you see with Candler with 3 kills a set, and she's been setting the majority of this.
Yeah, and she's very good at it too.
And running into each other, Vassell keeps it alive, free ball.
I'm with Coach Capps here. Mayville's they're gonna get Ehlers into the net here. And Coach Capps cannot believe that that should have been 4. 2 players from Prep collided. They both hit it at the same time, and then there was someone at the net that hit it. So that should have been 4 on Prep before it even got over to Mayville's side. Yeah, I agree with Coach Capps there. They missed that one, but nonetheless, Prep gets it. And, I mean, Ehlers was into the net, but it should have never got to that point.
Big swing from Shelfeffer and a much-needed side out from the Cards. It's 8-4.
Yes, we saw something similar. It was right about the same time in that first set where it was 7-3, and Mayville found a way to get a side out. And same thing, similar here to try to keep this thing close.
Hardesty with the back set to Middlestat, and it goes off the tape and falls to the floor. It's 9-4. Lydia Vassold will go back to serve for Luther Prep. Mansueto digs it out of the back road. Hardesty keeps it alive. Mansueto rips it into the net. And Coach Capps going to want to talk it over. The Phoenix lead 10-4 in set 2 after winning set 1, 25-18. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Precision engineering. Rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you,
Welcome back here at Radio Plus Video Sports. Lydia Vassold back to serve once again for Luther Prep. Vander Sharp digs it, set in the middle. Good block by Candler off the swing from Ehlers. It's 11-4.
Yeah, and this is the momentum that Prep never got in that first set. Mayville did such a good job of siding out. And here goes Prep opening up a big lead here in set number 2.
Middlestat goes cross court. Vassold with the back set. And off the arms on the outside, the swing from Schupman. Anytime that balls came to that near side here, seems they've went cross court every time, and it's worked. Short serve dug up by Ehlers. Middlestat with a big swing off the top of the block. Kept alive for Candler. She goes over to Shelfeffer. Hardesty back to Shelfeffer. Tips it deep. Vassold keeps it alive to Kieselhorst. Candler got a chance to swing off the block. And her shot to Shelfeffer. She tips cross court. Kieselhorst gets to it. Vassold sets in the middle. And to Vassold. And Vassold with the kill.
It's a machine now. Now they're getting into a rhythm, and everything is in system, and everything is a perfect pass. And that's what good teams do. They just we saw it on Saturday with Lake Country Lutheran. They just keep constricting and suffocating you a little bit is what it feels like.
Lydia Vassold serves it out of the back row. Big swing in off the top of the block from Middlestat. Lydia Vassold goes cross court to Candler off the block, and Middlestat gets it to go down. It's 13-5.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I was alluding to in the pregame. Middlestat with an excellent swing there, contorting her body, then his presence at the net and able to get a block kill. She's just there's untapped potential there if Coach Capps decides to change some things around and wants to play Hardesty all the way around. He certainly could. I mean, I think the 6-2 is working for him, but an opportunity to maybe let Neva Middlestat take a few more swings offensively.
Shelfeffer going to get to go one off the arms of Metzger, 13-7.
That's a little more like it for Shelfeffer.
Mayville needs a big run here. 13-7, Shellpfeffer still serving. Off the arms of Kieselhorst, Vassold with the cross-court set to Candler. Big swing and finds the floor. 14-7. She's heating up.
Yeah, and that's where, Mayville and, you think about like Laconia, for example. If they got if an opponent's going on a big run, you probably know where the ball's going to. It's going to go to Kensley McCauley, right? And so who is that for Mayville? Can they get the ball to Lillian Mansueto? Can they get the ball to Ehlers? They got to have something when they're in a situation like this. They got to have the point. You got to have something that you're comfortable going to. And it's still a young team, and we've talked about that, and they're going to find it throughout the year. I have no doubt about that.
Nice push shot from Mansueto, way deep into the back row, just inside the back line. It's 15-8.
That was a great shot from Lillian Mansueto.
Dakota Schlomer has checked in for Watertown Lutheran Prep. Vanderschaft goes back to serve for the Cards. Got in the back row by Kieselhorst. Vassold to set, tipped, just gets over the net from Candler. Hardesty goes all the way across court to Middlestat. She hits a roll shot that almost goes. Eden Kieselhorst gets it over. Set to Mansueto from the 10-foot line. Schlomer digs it out of the back row. Cross court to Kieselhorst. Off the antenna. 15-9.
Last year is similar. Early in the season, Mayville feeling things out. By the end of the year, when they needed a point, they went to Emily Durkowski. And so how, I guess that's kind of my point here, is who's going to be that go-to as this season continues to go along?
Candler rips it into the tape. It's 15-10. Vanderschaft going on a nice run here and wanting a timeout. Probably a halfway decent decision from Aaron Notling. We'll take it with them. We'll be back. 15-10 lead for Luther Prep. We're back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestream.
Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, built better for future generations.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. Vanderschaft continuing to serve for the Cards, and they need it here. 15-10 on a little bit of a mini run here. It was 15-7 before she made it to the line.
I will say this. I think Mayville's block is doing as good a job at frustrating Prep as possible, right? There you go again.
And Middlestat will get the block kill on that one.
Yeah, Middlestat has a couple of them here in this second set. Again, they're Prep's used to this, but I think it's a little frustrating right now for them, even though they're up.
And there's a run stopper from Candler. Big swing, and it finds the back line at 16-11.
Yeah, a single block with Mansueto is obviously not something Mayville wants to end up with a ton of. Mansueto is a tremendous athlete, but she's going to need some help.
Elizabeth Kieselhorst back to serve. Wendorf digs it out of the back row. Hardesty to Vasco, knocked down on the block from Nyhart.
I don't think that was high enough that time from Hardesty.
Elizabeth Kieselhorst to serve once again. 17-11 lead Luther Prep. Wendorf out of the back row, and nobody's going to get to it. $18-11 now.
Got the long run up here.
Kieselhorst the lefty once again. Wendorf gets to it. Hardesty set on the net. Voskel just gets it over. Vassold goes in the middle off the block. Good job keeping it up by Nyhart. Candler chips it over. Vanderschaft to Mansueto rolls it cross court. Candler gets it. popped up for her. Drive shot off the leg of Vanderschaaf.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I was just going to say that was tremendous location there from Mansueto on that cross-court shot. Candler gets there, then settles right back underneath and a perfect set and punishes Mayville once again.
19-11. Kieselhorst to serve once again. Wendorf. Bosco with the tip shot. Candler keeps it alive. Back set. Miscommunication falls to the floor. 19-12. Bader going to check back in for Hardesty. Middlestad will go back to serve for the Cards. 19-12. Kieselhorst dug it out in the back row. Vassold with the back set to Candler with the big swing. Just a hair deep. 19-13. You know, Jordan, I'm impressed you're able to keep up with that because that's humming.
Yeah, I'm like half a second short some of these times. I apologize for the people at home, but yeah, prep. It's the difference of always being in system. You just for prep, and I guess I'll say this about Lake Country Lutheran because we saw them this weekend as well. All part of that really strong sectional 4B and Division III, both ranked inside the top 7 in D3. You just don't see a ton of tips. I mean, the worst you get is a perfect block there too, and double block takes care of Mansueto. But the worst you see is maybe a roll shot or an off-balance kind of lob shot. But you just their passes are always good enough that you rarely get free balls.
Kept alive, hits the ceiling, falls to the floor. 22-13. Kylie Weniger going to check back in for the Cards. Candler at the line, and Jordan, we talked about the couple of passing errors-ish that Prep had in that first set. We aren't seeing anything now.
No, they have whatever rust that they had from the drive up is completely knocked off, and they are humming right now. And now they look like that fourth-ranked team in the state.
They look like a team that's only lost 3 sets this year.
Yeah, no kidding. They don't look like losing any tonight.
23-13. Candler will serve again. And just deep. Good play by Wendorf to let that one go. Nobody said anything, so smart play by her.
And I'll tell you what, I think we've seen about 3 or 4 service errors per set for Prep so far this tonight in both of the sets as well. So that tells you just how well they've played to be able to withstand that. And there's another just monster swing on the near side.
That was from Eden Kieselhorst, just a freshman.
Yeah, you said it during a break. Start 3 sophomores, freshmen that contribute. You do have the 5 seniors, but yeah, they're just fine, and they're going to be just fine.
Bosco can't find the sets from Middlestad, and seems to have been a struggle so far today from Middlestad. 25-14, Luther Prep wins this one. We'll be back with set 3 after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams.
As well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today. Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
We are Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
All Phase HVAC sales and service is the go-to for heating, cooling, and geothermal needs. Whether it's sweltering summer days or chilly winter nights, they've got the perfect solution. Their team is dedicated to keeping homes comfortable year-round with top-notch installations and reliable repairs. Plus, they offer energy-efficient options that save money while keeping homes cozy. Trust All Phase for all HVAC needs and enjoy a comfortable home no matter the season. Call All Phase HVAC today.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main or online.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. For set 3, Cards need to win all of them after this, and not going to start well there. It was a tough it was a good shot on the outside from Shootman again. Said her name a fair amount today.
The old reverse sweep is going to take some doing today.
Bosco with a high tip. Candler gets to it. Swing from Nyhart off the top of the block. Good call by the back official here. He was right on it.
I will say this, the end of that second set came at a good time. It was kind of, a timeout. I mean, it was all Luther Prep in set number 2. So a good chance for Mayville to perhaps, although down 3-0 here early, a good chance for them to try to regroup and try to get something out of this third set.
Not looking great to start this one. 3-0. With Shootman still at the line. Mansueto gets to it, has it go off her hands awkwardly. It'll be a free ball coming over for Luther Prep. Candler sets in the middle. Nyhart with the swing off of Shelpfeffer, 4-0.
Yeah, I will say this. Prep has started off the first and third sets extremely well. Well, actually, all three of them. I mean, they've won the race to 8 all 3 times, and it looks like they're going to get there again.
5-0.
That's an early TO.
And an early timeout from Coach Caps. We will take it with them. 5-0 start of set 3. Luther Prep leads. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestream.
At LidkeLumber.com.
Municipal Well and Pump began over 100 years ago, one community and one relationship at a time. Employee owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
At the Pioneer Keg, great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. Shootman still serving. Hardesty gets it out of the back row. Drive shot coming from Middlestat. Candler sets. And good swing and a good block by Mayville. Mayville keeping it alive. Shelpfepper got to get it over. That'll be 4. It was a good swing from just entering the game to Dakota Schlomer. 6-0. Shootman still at the line for Luther Prep.
She has been she has killed Mayville from the service line. Not always with aces, but just Mayville's been off balance every time trying to return her serve.
Another big swing from Schlomer. 7-0.
It's gotten Mayville all out of sorts, and it's just giving free balls back to Prep, and well,
these are the types of teams you can't give a free ball to.
Exactly, and it starts with service or serve receive, and it's just not been good enough for Mayville.
Big swing from Nyhart off the top of the block. Good dig from Shelpfepper out of the back row. Mansueto tips, kept alive. Schlomer rolls it over. Big dig from Shelpfepper again out of the back row. Mansueto with a big swing off the block. Nyhart will get a block kill. It goes out of bounds. 8-0. Nyhart been very good for this Luther Prep Phoenix team. Definitely been as advertised with that one. Vandershoff out of the back row. Cross court set. Middlestat swings. Kieselhorst is there. Candler goes cross court to Schlomer. Off of Shelpfepper. Schlomer.
She's come on in this set too.
I think they had an injury. I believe Metzger got hurt and rolled her ankle or something. I saw someone down there with, it's all the way on the end of the bench, and Schlomer's been getting in since then, and she's been very good since. Candler goes back to her on the far side. Another kill for Schlomer. That's 3 in a row. It's 9-0.
Yeah, we talked about it this weekend, not overthinking things. They aren't. It is going straight to her every single time over on that left side, and she is making hay.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Middlestat from the 10-foot line. Nyhart with another block kill. 11-0. And it's really getting out of hand.
Yeah, this is one where you just, too late on the sub there.
Middlestat gets to it. Vandershoff. It'll be a free ball. Candler sets, middle. Nyhart off the block, and the run is over. Middlestat gets a block kill, and she'll come out. It's 11-1. Mansueto will serve. Kieselhorst out of the back row to Candler. Back set. Basel gets to it. Middlestat goes to Shelpfepper. Kieselhorst out of the back row again. Nyhart at the net. Tip shot. Good dig right there. Overpass. Kept alive by Mayville. Shelpfepper tips down the line. It's out of bounds. 12-11. Good defensive rally for both teams there.
Yeah. Got to give the Mayville students some prompts too. They're down 11-1. They were still chanting loud, trying to fire things up. It's good to see. You were at Lamira. They had a good student section last night.
Overpass.
Oh, someone was into the net there. Oh, ball must have hit first, I guess, on Prep's side.
Fitzsimmons was at the net, couldn't get to it. 12-2. Bosco goes back to serve. Fitzsimmons digs. Candler gets it up, knocked over by Eden Kieselhorst. Big swing from Shelpfepper, dug out of the back row. Nobody going to get to it. Off the arms of, I was hoping she wasn't going to get in. Lillian Van Nieuwenhoven. Sorry if I butchered that, people.
Sounded good from up here.
I know. It sounded good. I was confident with it at least. Kieselhorst digs it out of the back row. Set to Kieselhorst. Off the hands. That's Eden Kieselhorst with another kill. The freshman, she's been pretty good for them.
Very good.
She's been mainly setting up on the outside, but they had her in the middle on that situation.
Again, it's just, they're passing. There's, you can just, it's been night and day. I think that's kind of the biggest difference so far tonight that has kind of separated these two teams is their ability to pass.
Big swing from Schellpfeffer. Schlomer with another kill. I think that's her 4th of the set.
Yeah, and she's got everything working now. She dominated over on the left. Now she's over here on the right with a single block.
Out of the back row by Mansueto. Tip shot from Ehlers, no good. They go to Candler. She's been quiet, and they needed it in a back corner. She hasn't done much in this set because it's been all Schlomer. She's been setting Schlomer.
Right, yeah. She hasn't been to the front row yet. I mean, she needed Mayville to score 3 points to get her to the front row, and now she is. And here you go. Now they can go back to her every time they want.
Vassold serves. Schellpfeffer digs. Ehlers gets it over Kieselhorst to Vassal. Back set. Big swing from Schlomer. Kept alive and punched over by the Cards. They go cross court. Candler off the top of the block. Vanderschaft keeps it. Schellpfeffer from the 10-foot line, a tip. Vassal goes to Kieselhorst. Back to Schlomer. Off the top of the block. Off some hands and down.
She does not believe in off speed.
Nope, everything's been hard.
All gas for her. And why not? She is, I don't know that she's made a hitting error so far in this third set.
Vassold still serving at 16-3. Ehlers with another tip. Kieselhorst, she'll go to Schlomer. Dug out of the back row and a good dig from Hardesty. And Hardesty will have to get it over. Set in the middle, lefty. Kieselhorst kept alive. It's going to have to come over, and it does. Good play by Mansueto. Cross court, they go to Candler, and she's a little bit behind her on the set. Goes into the net at 16-4. I think that was the first bad set I've seen tonight from Luther Prep.
Yeah, and it was still, I mean,
it was still
Candler
in the
would tell you
wheelhouse.
that one still should have went over. I mean, that's just how good it's been.
Middlestat will serve for the Cards. 16-4 lead for the Phoenix. I think they told that Caps has got to back up. And Middlestat goes into the net 17-4.
How's he gonna be able to judge whether it's in or out on the line now? Come on now.
When they get Schlomer out of the front row, she'll go to serve now.
Now they can only go to Candler.
Yeah. 17-4. Back set goes to Schellpfeffer. Tip shot blocked by Kieselhorst. It'll be a free ball coming over, but they can't get it over. 18-4.
Or they could go with Kieselhorst or
yeah.
I've been very impressed. I mean, that first set, Mayville came out with a lot of energy, and they played extremely well, and they were focused, and they were locked in, and they passed well, and the block was there, and all these good things we talked about in the first set. And since then, about halfway through that second set, Prep just really turned it on, and they've been a different class.
And the one thing Schlomer didn't have was an ace. She's got it now. Set goes the Ehlers. She rips it into the net, 20-4.
Yeah, and I would say, Ehlers just pressing a little bit there, and you're trying to make a play down by so much. It's just you start to kind of stretch a little bit.
Now they're barking, trying to do something to get Schlomer out of the line. Set goes cross court. Bader with the swing and gets it to go. 20-5.
Yeah, Schlomer's in some sort of zone. I don't think you're.
Yeah, you're probably not getting in her.
I'm not sure you're reaching her right now. She is in the zone.
Allison Schellpfeffer goes back to serve. A high ball dug out of the back row by Kieselhorst. Back set for Candler. Now soft swing from Candler and finds the back line. It's 21-5. Good set from Hayden Strauss.
If this was NBA Slam, Schlomer would have fire coming out of the backs of her heels and off the ball when she hits it.
And an ace for the libero Elizabeth Kieselhorst. It's 22-3 or 22-5. I read wrong. I read the period. I didn't know there was a period. We got a hockey scoreboard in here now. Kieselhorst to serve again off the arms of Vanderschaft. Back-to-back kills, 23-5.
Yeah, and this is they've just been a freight train in the third set.
They are as advertised. And that's the one thing I will say is you expect good teams to play like good teams, and they're playing like a good team.
Yeah, and I am, we saw, and they're not playing the same team. They're not playing in a tournament, so you can't compare them to what we saw with Lake Country Lutheran at all. But I was kind of curious, seeing Lake Country Lutheran who dropped in the poll this week, and Prep kind of, rose up a couple of spots as Bader gets the kill. But I'm just curious to see if you try to compare apples to apples, and that would be some match to watch, and that would be a sectional semifinal. And I'll tell you what, that'd be worth the price of admission.
A free ball for the Cards, and they're not going to be able to do anything with it. That's the ball game. 25-6 goes set 3. We will step aside. We'll run a couple of ads. We'll come back with a recap, and we'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestream.
And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere. Hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
Whether you enjoy the sunshine of summer with boating, jet skiing, UTV riding, mowing lawn, gardening, or camping, enjoy the leaves falling in autumn, getting to that perfect nature walk or hunting, or enjoying the Wisconsin snowfall hiking, four-wheeling, snowmobiling, traveling across the state, or just driving up and down your driveway, call PT Tire and Service for all your automotive and recreational needs. Call 920-346-TIRE. Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
Upgrade your comfort and living space for 2025. Your living room should be a place of comfort and connection. A sectional provides the perfect blend of style and function, giving you plenty of seating for family, friends, and relaxation. For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving the Waupun area at prices you can afford. Visit us today at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you can trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our latest arrivals, events, and deals. Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, 50 years strong, quality you trust, prices you'll love.
Sam's Well Drilling is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. Sam's also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for Sam's Well Drilling. We at Sam's are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. Sam's Well Drilling, well worth it.
Angling only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's Livestreams. Pretty much going to wrap this up right away. 25-18 in set 1, 25-14 in set 2, and 25-6 in set 3. Straight sets go down the Cards, and Luther Prep was everything as advertised. They were a very good team.
Yeah, and the scores reflect like those scores accurately reflect how this went, and it was just the slow, methodical takeover of Luther Prep. I mean, they started out a little bit slow. You got to give Mayville the credit. I mean, they played with them in set number one. They made very few mistakes. They did not make. I think they had one service error. Did Mayville in that first set? So they played pretty cleanly, all things considered. And then after that, it was just good teams put you under a lot of pressure, and how do you deal with that? And Prep put them under a whale of pressure, a ton of pressure in the second and third set, especially that third set when they had the things going from the service line, and
you just got to regroup.
Yeah.
Now it's time to regroup. You got to roll right back into it next week. Thursday coming up. You got a battle that's at the top of the conference. It's going to be a good one.
We talked about it in the pregame show. Is depending on how tonight goes. Well, this is about as you would hope you at least the 25-18 set was the last one. Maybe you grew into it. This went the other way around, where this last set was just really not that competitive at all. And they're, like you said, you got to regroup, because I think a lot of people expect this to be a three-team race at the top between Laconia, Mayville, and Campbellsport. Does WLA factor in? Does Springs factor in? We'll find out. But I think those are the three that a lot of people are pretty dead set on, that those three teams are going to contend for a flyweight title. Well, you only get one shot at it. You don't play them twice like a lot of other sports. So you got to come ready to play on Thursday. You got to take advantage of the fact that it's at your house and try to regroup and get back at it.
Oh, you didn't have to come up here if you didn't want to. All right. Jordan, you want to do it?
Either way.
I'll do it. It's fine. I'm good with it. All right.
I'd be up here if we won.
Yeah, I know. Coach, we're going to have Coach Gallon Caps join us. Coach, obviously, we knew that this team was good coming into it, Luther Prep, and I thought you guys competed well in the first set. I thought both teams had their moments of errors, I thought, in the first set, but things started to spiral a little bit as it went on. What can you take out of today to get ready for Thursday?
Well, I told the girls that I said if you were going to lose one of these two matches, is it better to lose to Luther Prep, as good as they are, their non-conference, or keep our conference championships alive on Thursday? And so we have to regroup. There's a couple things I didn't like seeing. Our spacing was very poor on our middles. They blocked us a lot, and that's kind of a new thing to us. We didn't cover our hitters very well, and then we got tippy because we got a little bit afraid. And so we have to go back to the drawing board, be a little bit more aggressive, recognize when we're getting a big block against us. We need to go to our angles, go to the things that we train to do. And I think that the moment we got punched in the face and it staggered us, and we did not recuperate quick enough. So the nice thing is we've been doing a lot of mental things, and we're going to see if we can't build on this and have very specific things we can talk about at practice on. This happened last night. When we watch video, it's going to be ugly video, but it's going to be things that we have to face.
Well, and that's the thing, too, obviously it's a tough loss, but it's a growing experience as well. It's a very good team on the other side. You can never deny that. There's a reason that they're ranked 4th in the state. And I thought they were top to bottom. They had a lot of hitters, and I thought, again, you talked about the block. I thought they did a very good job blocking tonight.
We normally don't get beat in the blocking category.
Yep.
And so that was something that – but remember how in the early interview how I talked, you can't hang your whole everything on blocking, because that's something that's going to be good for – even if you have a great blocking night, you might get 6 blocks. Our back row, I thought we played pretty rough. We got stuck in places. We didn't move. We didn't communicate. So, and then what happened was you saw the just cascading effect at the end, is that once it started sliding, they got in their heads, and that was not a sight that I was real thrilled to see. So we'll work on that. We're young. we start 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, and the rest are juniors. And just gotta get back to working and maybe do a little bit better job.
Coach, thanks for coming up here and joining us on the post-game show. We'll see you Thursday.
Hey, hopefully a different result.
Big matchup.
Hey,
it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. That's why we do this. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, bye.
Jordan, we'll give one last wrap up here. I mean, I know what we got coming up. So obviously Thursday, we have Mayville. We'll be back here at Mayville. Valley Christian Oakfield, it is as much as Campbell Sport Mayville is in that Trailways Conference as well.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
There's so many good teams. There's so many good volleyball teams around here, and obviously a lot of them end up being on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus, and that's a good thing for us because that means we get to have a lot of fun calling competitive volleyball matches.
Cards fans, you might get sick of me this week. I'll be here for North Fond du Lac at Mayville as well. We'll have Algoma at Oakfield. Jeff will be doing that one. Nick will be doing Fondy, Kimberly at Kimberly. You and Lance will be Lamira Springs, a big-time matchup in the Flyway Conference. And then Wapana at Adams Friendship will be Stephen Randy. Good week we got going here.
Yeah, another litmus test to kind of, we're still in the figure-it-out stage for football. And, who is who and how good is everyone and that type of deal. I'm curious to see, a lot of people, like they did with Laconia Volleyball, just wrote off Lamira because of everything that they lost, and they didn't think about what it was coming back, and they didn't know about Keegan Kell or Hunter Schaumburg.
Didn't know they had a freshman who's arguably better than his brother.
Yeah, well, that's
Not yet.
I keep hearing that. He's still a freshman. But Elijah James has been terrific. Hunter Dooley. So I'm interested. Springs had some struggles. They moved the ball against Laconia, but they had some struggles against the Spartans. So I'll just be interested to see that next litmus test for how this conference continues to shake out.
Oh, 100%, and that is where we're at this point of the year. I mean, you're going to keep battling for that conference area. And these teams that they beat up on each other all year long. A lot of them aren't in the same divisions or for playoffs. You don't see a ton of them that play each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
they could all finish high in their divisions.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both Springs and Lamira are ranked in D6. So, I mean, it's like we kind of talk about how, quote-unquote underwhelming Springs has been so far this year, but they're still ranked, and it's still Springs, and you still got to go to Fruth, and you still got to find a way to win. And so, it'll be interesting how Coach Gregory and that team kind of approaches things. But, through 3 weeks, I think you can make a real argument that Keegan Kell's been the best player in the Flyway Conference. So see if he can kind of continue that against what I expect to be a good defensive performance from Springs on Friday night.
So that is what we have coming up here on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams. It's been Justin Schwartzmiller here with Jordan King signing off from Mayville. We'll be back Thursday for a huge conference matchup between Mayville and Campbell Sport. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams would like to thank our sponsors.
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Sam's Well Drilling, Katie's Log Cabin,
Generations Lanes and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service, Pino Construction,
Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Glamour Shop, Schaefer Auto,
Airtech, Coal, Oil, and Propane, WIT Services,
Pioneer Keg, Lidke Lumber, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating and Cooling, Integrity Saw and Tool.